Hey, hello everyone, French Vinyl Addict on another VCLT reviewing video. Yeah, last week I received a very cool package from my friend, buddy, Big Star 1000 Fred. And yeah, this video will be only about Australia, since the package contain only 100% of records made in Australia by local artists or bands. And yet, just to give a little bit of a background, the reason why he sent me this package, it all started because of another fellow member of this Australian vinyl community, my other buddy, Ben Rankins, whose band, by the way, just dropped an EP available on Bandcamp. His band named the 1980s. I will put a link in the description. Yeah, so hi Ben. So yeah, Ben, a couple of weeks before, he made a video, actually several parts, his favorite punk band from Australia. And on part one of this video, he was talking about one band, one artist, and it so piqued my curiosity. I really like it, so I just gave a fair hearing on Spotify. And since we talk on daily basis with my other friend Fred, who also lives exactly in the same era, so Melbourne era. As it happens, he was planning to do some record shopping on the next day. So I asked him if he could source it locally, which he did, and he included other treasure from Australia in the package. So it goes in every direction, which is usually the case, since Fred has a very eclectic taste. Listen to a lot of different genres, music. So really glad I could discover lots of things I didn't know much about. And so without further ado, let's start to see what the package contains. Starting with the first record, the one I asked Fred if he could source it locally for me, the one Ben did mention on his video about punk artists from Australia. That's the one. It's a band called Civic, the album Taken by Force, released in 2022. So a very not an old 70s old-time classic, very modern punk, I would say. And from what I gather, they were people, very iconic figure from the local punk scene in Australia involved in that project, starting with Mickey Young, Total Control, Eddie and the Currents, Sonny and the Sunset, and Radio Burman vocalist Bob Young, helping with the mixing part, produced this album as well. So well structured, full of energy. As I said, it piqued my curiosity when Ben did his video. I was curious about what it sounds like. So I just maybe have heard it once or twice on my Spotify, and I was simply enjoying the overall aspect of this album. So now it's part of my collection. It's not something I usually listen to, but you have sometimes to expand a little bit your territories. So this is a Civic, Taken by Force. The second one, I'm really glad Fred said it to me, since this is something he was mentioning on his video. He made a couple of series about Australian indie rock, post-punk and stuff. And a couple of months ago, he talked about, amongst other things, this band, Australian post-punk band. Really like it, and so you couldn't make my day any better. I really have a soft spot for this band. This is Laughing Clowns, a band led by Ed Cooper. Ed Cooper is a local figure in Australia. He was born in Germany, but I think he moved to Australia at a very young age, probably when he was still a kid. Iconic member of the Saints. So I don't know much about the Saints, but I will definitely try to go a little bit deeper into Ed Cooper's catalog or discography. So this one is the following project he started after the Saints. This album released in 1984. Laughing Clown, so Law of Nature, and it's simply amazing. I'm really into post-punk right now. I gave a fair hearing to the song Eternally Yours, and I was simply amazed. What a beautiful part. Ed Kuepers has this kind of voice. It sounds like a little bit in my book like Morrissey, but it's the only relation we can establish between Morrissey and Ed Kuepers. The voice, the way he sings, particularly on this album. And they had a saxophone player, Louis Elliott, and this is a big set on this one. What a great ambiance, what a great aspect she includes because of that saxophone on Eternally Yours, which gives this album sometimes a very free, some jazzy psych elements in a way. It's a very good surprise. So this is a Law of Nature. It has recently been reissued. This is the reissue, I guess. Sounds very nice on my turntable. I will definitely try to go a little bit, as I said, a little bit deeper into the work of this guy. So thank you, Fred, once again. Next one, something really different from what I'm still building up my collection, expanding my knowledge. I'm not an expert by any means in everything. Sometimes I'm like progressive music, it's like a rabbit hole which has been going on for quite a few months. But I try with all those discussions we have with on the daily basis with Stunty or with Fred to discover it a little bit more, as I say, to go to some other territories I haven't been explored yet. And this could be also a good way to discover something, as I said, a little bit different. This is Adam Halliwell. This used to be part in a band called Midlife from Melbourne. Fred really likes this album, and this is a sort of homage or tribute he did for the Fourth World Universe from John Hassell. And I'm not really familiar with I know about John Hassell because as I said, when I followed those discussions we have weekly, we do have this live stream on Sunday morning with Stunty, and this is something, it rings a bell, but to be honest, I haven't explored yet the work of John Hassell. You guys know about this Fourth World, he was known for. This is something I think I need to listen to like several times. May have listened to this record maybe 4 times until I received it. It's a very pleasant one. I would say it might sound a little bit weird or stupid, but it's something I like to listen when I don't need to be disturbed, when I like reading a book or studying some stuff, which might be weird because music is not being made to be, sometimes in order to fully enjoy it, you have to listen to with a headphone, to be fully dedicated to the music, but which I did on the first time I heard. But I was like, hey, that's the kind of thing I could easily listen to when I'm studying, when I don't need, when I must be focused on other, like writing a letter, reading a book, or studying something new for the work, for whatever. So it's very nice. This is what a community is definitely all about, now with this Australian connection, and to quote one of the famous Australian guy.
It's just something you got to do for the community, mate. It's like you look after your mates, and your mates will always look after you.
So this is really what a community is all about. So thank you, Fred, once again for letting me know about this artist. And the second one, or the fourth one, sorry, it's something much more I would say we are a little bit back in my territory. This is a wire-old band called Toki, and also an album released 2 years ago, something maybe, or last year. Fred talks a lot about this project called Wire-Old. This is a minimalist jazz, classic jazz. Really like it. I'm not really, as I said, a jazz expert. I do enjoy jazz, mainly the classic stuff right now. Sonny Rollins, John Coltrane, Lee Morgan, some stuff. But when I listen to this album, it makes me think that this could be used as a soundtrack, for a movie. If I were to make a movie with low budget, like a student's movie or teenager, my first project, and I could easily use this soundtrack for my movie. Or as I hear when I hear some sequence, I can think of a thriller, of a gloomy scene, of another much more, quiet, life during the 40s in New York, some stuff with the classical things. It has some Steve Reich influence probably as well. So it is a very, very good surprise as well. And I'm not really familiar with this kind of jazz. Maybe it will open up a whole new world to me. Made me want to discover a little bit more about this kind of modern jazz, because jazz is such a huge topic. You will admit. So yeah, I'm also very, very glad you included, you gave me this record, Fred. And yeah, last but not least, this is Miles Brown Séance Fiction, or Séance Fiction. Electronic album. It's funny. Fred just wrote me a letter with a package, and he said it's something, a la Kraftwerk, OMD, some stuff. And I can see that, really. I can really see that. But I can also, I have also the feeling that this guy, it's an album released not long ago, maybe 2016 or something, 2015, sorry. And it's obviously those people that they grew up listening to those pioneer electronic music, but in my book, they grew up also in a world, the video gaming, the gaming world. This is what I hear, and I'm not a geek by any means, and I don't play video game. I'm not like a Nintendo or whatever, or PlayStation. I didn't grow up with playing, so it's not part of my culture. But lots of my friends, they keep on talking about this kind of stuff. And from some fellow member from the French vinyl community, they start to talk about the pop culture, DVD, Blu-ray, video gaming, movies, soundtrack, and so it's mainly more part of their culture. And it in a way it piques my curiosity as well. So I can see why people who are like composing stuff, or being part of the here Ubisoft is a huge company, very known in Montreal. So lots of people find a job working for Ubisoft. So I can understand a little bit their universe, the way they think. And in my book, those people they had this they found their inspiration not only by listening to some Kraftwerk, maybe Pet Shop Boys, but they had this culture about video gaming. It's only my feeling, but it's interesting. So really great package, really great present. Once again, thank you very much, Fred. Very cool from you. It's the second VCLT you are sending me in less than 2 months. So lots of new discoveries, lots of new great maybe territories to explore. I'm more than thankful. Thank you also, Ben Rankins, because you are doing a great job by with your video, helping me to explore something like I have never been I didn't know about. So very cool package. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next chapter. Bye bye.